This topaz is exquisite. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey. Besides visiting the Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky, we decided to do just a little bit of a family trip and do some exploring through Indiana to look for precious gemstones, gold, and other curiosities in the riverbanks down there. Now, Indiana, you can possibly find things like topaz, gold, amethyst, moonstones, and of course geodes. So we set to work finding some very interesting specimens. But leaving on any trip is a lot of work when you're on a farm, and for us it's a big deal. So we decided to try to come up with a couple of efficient ways to make it a little bit easier for us. The first way was an automatic pig feeder, because pigs will be pigs, and it was easier than trying to have somebody come feed them. So I'm going to show you that. The other one is how to keep light in the chicken coop while having them completely barricaded in. And lastly, you're going to see all of our adventures hunting for gemstones and gold and geodes all throughout Indiana, and then tragedy on the way home. And of course, this is your last chance to win on the giveaway coming up for 75,000 subscribers. So if you have not yet entered, be sure to go back through my last couple of videos and leave a comment for your chance to win. This is the last video that you can leave a comment on, because after this, the winner will be announced in the next video. For my 75,000 subscriber giveaway, I am giving away a free Aurora heated jacket. If you are interested in more details on that, you can click this link right up here and it'll take you to the video where I talk about the contest. And you're definitely going to want to stay tuned to the end of this video where I talk about another upcoming contest where you might be able to snag yourself one of these little beauts. So definitely stay tuned to the end of this video. Let's go. Alright, so we're preparing to leave for just a couple of days. Whenever you have animals on the farm, you really got to kind of plan ahead, unless you've got somebody that can stay behind and feed them. So the pigs were the only creature that we could not put unlimited amounts of food out for, because, well, they'll pig out on it. Luckily, we came up with a really neat way to feed the pigs without letting them get pigged out. So this is an experiment. There's no guarantee it's gonna work, but it should work. We're gonna give it a whirl. How many times a day can you set this to go off?
As much as you want, I think.
Really? Because I'm thinking, like, if we can't get enough food to come out on the first run, we might have to do, like...
Oh, you can get a lot to come out.
Yeah? Okay.
You can have the spinner go as long as you want it to.
Oh. So it's a good thing that we kept this, because we had considered throwing it away, because I thought at one point it wasn't working. But we tested it, or Eric tested it, connected it to this big giant battery, and it was working fine. In case you didn't know, you can connect these to a giant battery so that you don't have to charge it as often, which is nice if it's way out in the boondocks too.
That's 12 volt.
All right, we're gonna stand it up and see what we got. Oh, that's probably tall enough. The pigs aren't gonna be able to reach that.
It flings it far.
Right here. Oh, I brought one here, but it doesn't have a tube.
What's this stuff?
The same stuff.
It's got a tube on it.
Yeah, I know. Just pull the tube off and put it on the other one. It's just they always fall over and then pop off and get lost. Are you gonna push the run? I'm gonna step back in case it flings it in my face. Although the downside is it could ignite and catch fire if it makes a spark. Oh, that's way better.
Sounds a little better.
Yeah. Alright, so Eric decided that we're going to use some bullet connectors to connect these two ends. Oh, you're all excited. It's warm and it's windy. Down, down, down. Hey, go find something else to play with. Not me. Hey. All amped up and ready to roll. Oh, I'm so excited. It's springtime in February. Oh, it's that springtime. Oh, there's Carl. So I keep all my wiring supplies in my horse trailer because this is where I've done most of my wiring exercises, and this is all stuff that you guys have sent me over the years for wiring. I've got waterproof connectors that are heat shrink. I've got heat shrink tubing, and then I've got all of these guys right here. So I need some bullet connectors, which is these guys right here. Alright, so first we gotta test and see how far it's gonna throw the food.
This might not be enough.
To throw it? That'll be enough to throw it. Gonna have to run. Well, I'm gonna wait and see what Carl does. Carl, what's over there? Oh my gosh. Didn't think about it hitting the horse trailer. Look at the horses, are like it's dinner time. Like, why are you wasting our food? Oh, that just hit me in the head. Look at him, he's so excited. He's like, is that what we're getting to? Sorry, Moisey, this is for the pigs. They're eating the same stuff as you. Look at him, all disgusted.
It almost might. Wonder if you can set like 12 volt or 6 volt. Man, that sucker would almost need like less voltage. That's wanging it.
It didn't go off all the way.
Oh, wire coming off.
It might be a bit unconventional, but the nice thing about using a deer feeder to feed the pigs is that it's fully programmable. So we can program how long it goes off, at what times, and how far it's going to fling it. But in order to test a lot of those things, we kind of have to do a trial and error. So we programmed it to fling a certain distance. Once we got that dialed in, then we had to figure out how much material it was actually going to put down. To measure this amount, I measured out how much I normally fed the pigs. Then we placed a 5-gallon bucket around the bottom of the dispenser to collect all the material it put out. Then we measured it against what I normally fed them and adjusted it accordingly. Now we had a system that could put down exactly the same amount that I would put down, just a little more creatively. The chickens were pretty straightforward as far as food and water goes. You can just put out a big pile for them and they should be pretty good for a couple of days. But the bigger question I was facing was how to light the coop up, because I didn't want them sitting in pitch black for 3 days because, well, I'm not going to get any eggs that way, and I don't want them thinking that winter has returned forever. So I had to get a little creative. Now I did have a light already up on the coop from long ago when I ran an extension cord out there. Not an option that I have anymore because all of our long extension cords have been chewed up by the lawnmower. So I came up with a different idea, which will work pretty good. I had this little EcoFlow power unit, which would work pretty good for just powering this light bulb. It should definitely keep it lit for 3 days, and when I could pair it with a programmable power outlet, well, the rest is history. The light bulb is only using up about 8-9 watts of power, and it should last 87 hours with our little programmable power unit. That should be plenty enough to keep these chickens lit up for the next couple of days. And last but not least, we have the horses. I know a lot of people like to put round bales out. The problem we've had with round bales is that our horses could literally eat them in just a day or two. They just sit there and then they eat and they eat and they eat like it's a Chinese buffet, and the Chinese buffet is going out of business, so you might as well eat as much as you can before it runs out. So I like to use hay nets to keep my horses a little bit thinner and happier, and it keeps the hay from blowing away. So I started loading up bales of hay into hay nets and dragging them out load by load. It's not much fun dragging a sled through gravel. It actually sucks quite a lot, but you know, what can you do? The side-by-side is still down, so at least I have a sled. I can't complain about that. And the front pasture is still pretty muddy. During cold weather, they'll typically eat about 1 bale per day. So that's pretty much what I was planning on them for. Even though the weather's not really cold, it's pretty warm. So in theory, they'll eat less, but at least this way they have a little bit extra.
Trying to get everything packed up for just 3 days, but we did it. I think we packed half the house. We got the cats in the house, we got the dogs in the truck, we got, wait, where's Aaron? There's Aaron. Oh, there's the doggies. Hello. Hi. What a good doggies. Good doggies. Well, this is going to be interesting because only one of the dogs likes to go for car rides. My dog, Diney, we've been training her little by little to enjoy car rides. But she hasn't done over 20 minutes yet. So, fingers crossed she doesn't throw up. Stopped at McDonald's for some breakfast. So one of the dogs has been kind of spazzing out the whole way here, which is all of 5 minutes, and that's Ginger, who's been in the car several times and been okay. So I'm not sure how she's going to do on this ride. So far, Didy's doing great. And I think she knows that she's getting some food. Ginger is. So tell me about the rock hole.
So Suzanne was telling me legally if you have to poop outside, you're supposed to dig a shovel and bury your poop. But I told her, I said, well, if you don't have a shovel, just find a big rock, roll it over, poop in the rock hole, then you roll the rock back over the nugget. Oh, dude. I used to have those dude wipes, like with that free, I don't know what I did with that.
Oh yeah,
Remember
the free
those dude
sample.
wipes?
Yeah, the free sample at Sam's Club.
Some food restaurants.
Not much of a, what is it?
So Suzanne's highly upset because she forgot her boots. We're looking for a Tractor Supply or something to pick her up a pair of
Water boots.
water boots.
He's trying to convince me to use his waders, but I wear a size 8 in women's, and he wears a size 10, 11 in men's.
Just throw a couple extra socks on.
I don't have a pile of extra socks.
You could wad up a sock, stuff it in the toe. Seriously, that would work. I have extras, a couple pairs, you can just stuff them in the toe, put your foot in. The waders will keep your legs nice and warm.
Yeah, but I gotta walk there in the meantime, and I'm gonna be walking like a big clown with clown shoes on.
Trust me.
And then I'm gonna fall over and get stuck, and I won't be able to get back up again.
I think if you, seriously, if you like took my small socks and stuffed them in the toe, it would be perfect.
right, can you get down? Over here. Daddy, Daddy. Come on. Easy. Easy. Come in. There we go. She's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You want some water? She's like, wow. She's like, I could go swimming in all of that. Over there? We just set the buckets up there and then come down with Ginger. You want some water? Come here. There you go. And she just had a bath, but she's just gonna go right in the water. Okay. Oh.
Diney is obsessed with water. She has been ever since she was little. It doesn't matter how dirty it is, how cold it is, what time of year it is. If she sees water, she's going to be in the water. And pretty soon she soaked her harness. Which, if your dog likes water, I don't recommend putting a harness on them because it's just too many things that can go wrong. So next time, we'll probably ditch the harness, I think.
Alright, so we're gonna have to find a place to tie the dogs. Too bad we didn't have longer line.
See how you do this, Bob?
Hold on, Dad, we gotta figure out what to do with the dogs because they're... I think she might have to go to the bathroom. Get a poop. Okay, let's find an area to go to the bathroom. All right.
Yep, we definitely were not used to taking the dogs out as a group, let alone trying to get anything done with the dogs on a leash. It was pretty much a disaster trying to wrangle all three of them, and the dogs were not used to it at all. So after about an hour, we took the leashes off all of them, and you know, the nice thing with this breed is that they're so extremely smart and very obedient. So even though they were off the leash, they didn't take off running, they didn't chase squirrels, they just sat there right by our side. And pretty much they just ran between all three of us, checking on all of us, making sure we weren't getting eaten by any rock monsters. And it worked out good for all of us that way. The dogs were happier, and we were happier too.
What do you think, baby? An interesting sort of rock. I believe this right here would be jasper, if I'm not mistaken. This might be some jasper too. I'm gonna need a bucket for all of these. This actually might be jade. Come in. We're gonna walk through the water? We can walk through, maybe. You love that rushing water, don't you? You think this is the best thing ever. Alright. No. Oh, we're going over there? Watch her fall flat on her butt. Really? I don't know what Diney's doing, but she's on a mission. hey, Ginger. Woo. All right, come on. Ah, no. Down. Come on. Over here. You can jump down there. There you go. I'm good. Okay, guys, over here.
Arnold, get out of there. Let's go. Come on.
All right, we will come back this way, back across. She's just in all of her glory. What's that? All right, let's cross over here, guys. All right. You know, surprisingly, they haven't drank any of the water yet. And it's crazy just how blue this water is. All right, we can cross right through here, guys. Hey. Yeah. Come on, Jen. Yep, you got it. Well, you picked the deepest spot. All right. Hey. Back this way, please. Back this way. Daddy. I know this smells like animals. Come on. Let's go. Probably a bear living under there. There you go. Okay. Stay right here. I think we should have brought a staker to stake them down. You can tell that we don't take them on trips ever with us. Alright, so we're at location number 2. It took a long time to get here. It's kind of a bummer because we spent so much time driving. But what? You found an arrowhead? Oh, yep.
You know what's more of a bummer? I got a hole in my boot. Now I got a wet foot.
So tell me about your experiences driving down the hill.
Look at that arrowhead.
No, this one has a pattern.
That's a megalodon tooth. Look at that one. That's like for a giant.
Daddy's back to swimming again. Daddy, why? You gotta be in the water all the time. Yeah, I don't think so either. This kind of looks more like a... I don't know. I don't know what you'd find in here. This looks like just general rocks to me. There goes my dog. Daddy, come on. Come back. Where are you going? No. Oh, she's gonna go right. Hey, Daddy. Daddy, no. What do you want? Over here. Come here. Over here. Go around. Good gravy, child. Come in this direction. Go around. I think having dogs is like having a 4-year-old that thinks they know everything. There you go. Come on. Let's get out of the water. Up on the bank, please. It's deep. Stubborn. You're gonna soak your vest. Ah, oh, child. Come on. Over here. Then go that way. There you go. Good girl. Go get Dad. So I was trying to see what some of the stuff is in here. This is like a blue clay. It's a blue clay. Interesting. Here, I thought this was a... Oh, look at this one. This one's like a blue clay rock. Interesting.
Aloha, Ma.
So the boys are planning to pan for gold, and I'm looking for gemstones. And Aaron's looking for geodes, which I don't think they're gonna be geodes in this type of stream. Yeah, this definitely looks more like a shale type of creek bed. This is definitely a lot different than the other one that we were in. So we tried to do a lot of research on this, but at the end of the day, you know, we're not familiar with this area. We've never done this. And most of the locals are pretty tight-lipped about where to find this sort of stuff because, you know, they look for it and they sell it. So,
cross that right here?
No, not right there, but you probably could maybe. I don't even know where Dad's going. Right there, cross right there. Right there. Yeah, careful, please. What are you doing? Who wants a vitamin? Oh, Ginger wants one. You want Num Num? Mmm. Carl, do you want one? Oh, yeah. Daddy! Hi, good girl. Down, Carl. This one's for Didi. There you go. Good job. And so, Nami, Dad, you gotta chew it. Don't swallow it whole. Good job. Yeah, that's all you get is just that one. Well, you did a good job. Okay, go get some water. The dogs were pretty much on a hunger strike the entire time we were gone. So I was very thankful I had brought the vitamins because that was the only thing they would eat. And at least they got a little bit of nutrition in their stomach, so that was good. So these are special vitamins only available to breeders. They're not sold in stores whatsoever. So if you're interested in using them for your dogs, like I said, they're high quality stuff. Just look at the link down below and you can log in there and order them through that link. Alright, so we're out here on the last leg of our trip. We clocked out an area that we thought would be pretty good for looking for geodes, but we had a huge rainstorm last night and today, so the water is very angry now. So we're gonna have to be really careful looking for stuff. So as far as like gemstones, you can find topaz, diamond, sapphire, I think there are a couple. Fluorite might have been one. You can find agates, you can find jasper, and you can find geodes, amethyst, and of course quartz, which amethyst is a quartz. Whew, I might have to put my Aurora jacket on because it's just a little bit chilly. Yeah, so it's tough because there's so many different types of bodies of water out here. And trying to know which one's going to be the one that's going to have the right type of rock in it. Well, we don't know. Here comes Aaron with the dogs. Hi, Minkos. Hey, baby. All right, I got her. Thank you. Whoa, look out. Where's Dad?
Dad, come on.
I'm not sure where Eric is. All right, well, go grab your bucket. Come on, Daddy. You gotta grab a bucket. Jen, this way.
Come on, Jen. Hurry. There's a
We gotta get a bucket, guys. So we got these harnesses for the dogs, thinking that it would keep them safe and secure. No, they could walk right out the back of them, but it's okay.
Sadly, we didn't find anything super exciting, but we still had fun. That is until we had to get back on the road, at which point it began to downpour, then turn to ice, and then turn to snow. So it was a nightmare trying to get home. It literally took twice as long as it should have. And if that wasn't bad enough, well, Eric's truck died the very next day on the way to work. The water pump just blew up 5 minutes from his work. God had definitely had his hand with us the entire way home, because if that had happened on the way home in the snowstorm, we would have been in some major trouble. But God was protecting us for sure, and we got home safe and sound. And of course, everybody was happy to see the cats, and the cats were happy to see the dogs.
What is this? It was completely clear when we left. Guess winter's not done yet.
When we got back, all of the animals were out of food. Well, everyone except the pigs. The pigs still had enough for a whole nother week. So the animals were all excited to see us. The barn cats were also happy to see me because they were also out of food themselves. So we got to work giving them more food. The horses were also out of food, although they weren't too grumpy, so I don't think they had run out too long ago. But they definitely cleaned out all their hay nets and the loose hay that I had put out for them.
The real question is, how are the pigs doing? So I guess we're gonna see here. Pig, pig, pig! I hear him. He's like, I'm not coming out for nothing. It's cold. I don't blame you. I understand. All right, I'll get you your water.
It's a beautiful topaz, isn't it? Oh, I know, it was an exceptional find for sure. Now, while I didn't find this in Indiana, I do have something special that you guys could pick up potentially for yourself. Even cooler and better than this. Are you ready? This is exclusive to our Christmas tree farm. It is a new line of jewelry that I'm going to be developing and will only be for sale while we're selling Christmas trees. It won't be available online. It won't be available in any retail store. You could do a search online to find these and you will not find them. I've already looked. I'm not going to tell you what kind of stone this is, but if you happen to win it, I will let you know exactly what it is and it will blow your mind. So for the 100,000 subscriber giveaway, you will have your choice of either one of these exclusive pendants mounted in gold, not sterling silver and worth a pretty penny, or you'll have your choice of a men's ring in your specific size mounted with genuine gemstones, just for you and completely exclusive. Either one you choose. And if that's not enough for some mouth-watering gems, you will also have the chance to win some of the products that our vendors are going to be providing as well. Details to be announced as they unfold, but we're going to have some very amazing products that you will also have included with your choice of one of those two items. So in order to get to the 100,000 subscriber giveaway, you guys are going to have to do some really heavy footwork. That means watch the videos when they come out, click like, leave a comment. It helps YouTube see that you guys are interested in the content and it pushes it to other people. Other people subscribe, the count goes up. So the faster the count goes up, the faster you guys will have the chance to win one of these amazing prizes. Now, it could be this summer, it could be next year. It all depends on how things go. So share the videos with your friends and your family. Make sure you're subscribed and just watch the videos when they come out because that helps YouTube push them as well. It doesn't cost you a penny, it only costs just a little bit of pushing with your finger. So if you guys are okay with your fingers, just go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and click watch, and let the rest unfold. I'm really excited for this contest because this is going to be a big one, like nothing that's ever been done before. So let's make it happen, guys. Thank you so much for those of you who've been around since day one, 5 years ago. Wow, I never really thought that I'd be to this point, but here we are. So let's make this cool contest go. Ready, set, share.